folks go ahead and take their seats. Good afternoon. Thank you for coming. My name is Steve Kautz. I'm the Service Programs Manager and Service Planning and Scheduling at TriMet, and I'm the Hearings Officer for today. The purpose of this hearing is to provide the public an opportunity to comment on TriMet's proposed service cuts. There will be two more hearings after today, tomorrow evening from 4:30 to 6:30 in the Portland Building Auditorium in downtown Portland, and Thursday evening this week from 4:30 to 6:30 at the Portland Adventist Academy from the library. If you wish to speak today, please sign in at the table at the entrance and indicate to staff that you would like to speak. If you want to comment but don't wish to speak, you may fill out a blue comment card and leave it at the sign-in table. Comments may also be provided in writing by regular mail, email, or fax, as well as by telephone. Contact information is available at the sign-in table. The deadline for all comments to be received at TriMet is 5 p.m. on Friday, April 23rd. Also present today with us, TriMet General Manager Fred Hansen, TriMet Executive Directors Beth Hamill, Executive Director of Finance and Administration, Neil McFarland, Executive Director of Capital Projects and Facilities, and Carolyn Young, Executive Director of Communication and Technology. In a few minutes, Fred Hansen will speak briefly about why these service reductions are necessary. We will then begin to receive public comment from persons who have signed up to speak. Again, if you're interested in speaking, please register at the sign-in table if you've not done so already. Over the past 8 weeks, TriMet has held 5 open houses across the TriMet service area and received more than 1,300 comments at those forums, as well as by phone and email. TriMet staff has reviewed and considered each comment, and in accordance with the TriMet code, has made a revised proposal of service reductions for public review. A description of the service proposal is available at the sign-in table just outside the door. And a large print version of the description is also available. Persons who have signed up to speak will be given a numbered card. I will call on people by speaker number and name in numerical order. To provide everyone an opportunity to speak, we ask that you please limit your statement to a maximum of 3 minutes. Also, each speaker will have one opportunity today to provide oral comment. We will hear from as many people as time permits up to the close of the hearing at 6:30 p.m. Please note, the hearing does not include a question and answer discussion. Information on the proposal is available at the sign-in area, and TriMet staff is available in the foyer to answer any questions. After the close of the public comment period on April 23rd, public input will be reviewed and analyzed. Further revisions to the proposal may be made before a final recommendation is submitted to the TriMet Board of Directors for consideration. The final recommendation will include a summary of all oral and written comments received during this hearing and the public comment period. The first reading of the final recommendations will occur at the TriMet Board meeting on Wednesday, April 28th at 10 a.m. in the Beaverton City Hall Council Chambers. The second and final reading will occur at the TriMet Board meeting on Wednesday, May 26th at 9 a.m. in the Portland Building, Conference Room C. Following the second reading, the board is expected to vote on the recommendations. Any approved reductions in MAX and bus service would take effect on Sunday, September 5th. I would now like to introduce Fred Hansen, TriMet General Manager.
I'll speak from here. The this afternoon and the next 2 evenings are intended to be able to be a chance to hear from people that are wanting to express opinions on the proposals. So my comments will be very brief. First, sometimes we think that this is affecting only us here in the Portland region, and although certainly that's what we are here about today, it is an issue that's facing transit properties across the country, and in fact, in many cases, much deeper levels of cuts than we have had to face. APTA, the American Association of Public Transit, American Public Transit Association, has in fact relayed that 84% of transit properties across the country are facing reductions and are looking at either or both service reductions and fare increases. From our standpoint, from my standpoint as general manager, we look at service reductions as the last place we want to be able to go. We have already, in fact, installed a salary freeze, a hiring freeze, executive furloughs, a number of other steps. In fact, for non-direct service delivery personnel, we've seen a 10% reduction in our ranks. At the front line, we've only really seen a 1% reduction, really the focus being on the maintaining service. Having said that, the comments that you make are very important. As Steve already indicated, that from the open houses, where we heard a number of comments about people's only way to be able to get to a job or to be able to get to school or other things, we have made a number of changes from that. But as any of you who went through this last year with us, you know that the public hearing process has also led us to make additional changes. So from my standpoint, and I know from the rest of the TriMet staff that are here, we want to be able to hear from you, and specifically about suggestions you can make about how we can make that needing to be able to get to budget reductions, but make it in a way that is less harmful to our riders. So with that, we'll turn it back to Steve and begin the hearing.
Thank you, Fred. I would ask staff if they could bring the sign-in sheet with the initial speakers, please. I'll now open the hearing for oral comment. Ask if everyone could please check to see that cell phones and pagers are off. Let you know that a record of the hearing is being made by a court reporter. Please state and spell your name for the record when it's your time to comment. We do have several people who have signed up to speak.